Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk through Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, published in 2016. This text introduces the concept of ego as the enemy that resides within each person. Ego is defined as an unhealthy belief in one's own importance, characterized by arrogance and self-centered ambition. It distorts reality and inhibits true success, repelling advantages and opportunities. Ego arises from a need to be better than others, and a sense of superiority and certainty that exceeds confidence and talent. Holiday argues that ego is the root cause of many problems and obstacles, preventing individuals from reaching their full potential. It highlights the importance of suppressing ego, cultivating humility, and approaching aspirations, success, and failure with resilience and grace. The goal is to replace ego with confidence and self-awareness, recognizing one's abilities in relation to others, and forging authentic connections with the world. This book discusses the importance of being self-contained, self-motivated, and ruled by principle. It highlights the story of William Tecumseh Sherman, a prominent military officer who had a realistic perspective on his own abilities and was able to achieve success through humility and self-awareness. Holiday contrasts this with the cultural values that promote dependency on validation and entitlement. He argues that ego is the enemy of success, and that detachment, diligence, and self-awareness are key to achieving long-term goals. He also emphasizes the need to focus on action and education rather than seeking validation and status, and encourages aspiring individuals to evaluate their own abilities realistically. He concludes by challenging the notion of the self-assured genius and advocating for humility and connection to reality as essential qualities for success. The book emphasizes the value of silence and action over excessive talking. It suggests that talking about our goals and aspirations can drain our energy and create a false sense of progress. The author highlights the importance of silence in the early stages of a journey, allowing oneself to focus on the task at hand without seeking validation or recognition. The writer also introduces the story of John Boyd, a fighter pilot turned strategist, who taught his pupils the importance of choosing to do something meaningful rather than simply being somebody. Holiday encourages readers to reflect on their purpose and the impact they want to make, emphasizing that true accomplishment comes from dedicated action, not empty talk. He also discusses the importance of having a student mindset and being humble in the pursuit of mastery. It starts by recounting the story of Kirk Hammett, who joined the band Metallica, but recognized that he still had much to learn about playing the guitar. He sought out renowned guitarist Joe Satriani as his teacher and became a dedicated student, continually improving his skills. The author emphasizes the need for self-assessment and being open to feedback, even seeking out harsh criticism. It argues that ego is the enemy of progress, as it prevents individuals from acknowledging their weaknesses and hinders growth. He concludes by acknowledging the availability of resources for learning and the importance of seeking out mentors and teachers in various forms. He also cautions against being driven solely by passion, as it can blind individuals to potential pitfalls and limit their success. The book highlights the detrimental effects of unbridled passion and the importance of purpose and realism in achieving success. It emphasizes that passion often masks weaknesses and lacks discipline, mastery, and perseverance. The author argues that purpose with boundaries and a focus on function rather than self-indulgence is the key to achieving great things. Holiday's book also discusses the concept of being an antibulo, someone who clears the path for others, and the importance of humbly serving and supporting those above us in order to create our own path forward. It provides examples of successful individuals who prioritize serving others and absorbing knowledge before achieving their own glory. Next, the concept of the canvas strategy is explored, which involves helping others in order to promote your own creativity. The author uses examples of Benjamin Franklin and Bill Belichick to illustrate how they achieved greatness by being humble and doing grunt work. The canvas strategy encourages individuals to find ways to assist others without seeking credit or recognition. It emphasizes the importance of building relationships and investing in others' success as a long-term payoff. The writer also discusses the importance of restraining one's ego and maintaining self-control. using examples of Jackie Robinson's experiences in Major League Baseball. He suggests that enduring hardships and mistreatment without responding in anger or frustration can lead to success in the long run. The author discusses the dangers of being stuck in our own heads and the detrimental effects of pride and ego. He uses examples from literature, historical figures, and successful individuals to illustrate these points. The characters of Holden Caulfield, Arturo Bundini, and Binks Bowling are portrayed as being trapped in their own thoughts, preventing them from fully engaging with the world around them. This theme is seen in J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, John Fonte's Ask the Dust, and Walker Percy's The Moviegoer. The book then shifts to historical examples, such as General George McClellan, whose ego hindered his ability to lead effectively during the Civil War. The dangers of pride are highlighted through stories of famous individuals, including Benjamin Franklin and John D. Rockefeller. Overall, Holiday emphasizes the importance of staying grounded, being aware of our own limitations, and avoiding the trap of self-absorption. He argues that while having confidence is important, excessive pride can hinder progress and alienate others. The author highlights examples such as John D. Rockefeller and Genghis Khan, who understood the need to manage their egos in order to lead successfully. The book also touches on the importance of hard work and perseverance. It emphasizes the need to put in the hours and not rely solely on ideas or short-term validation. The author encourages humility, self-reflection, and a focus on continuous improvement. The ultimate message is that ego can be an enemy to success, and that embracing humility and hard work is essential for reaching one's goals. He then delves into the story of Howard Hughes, a successful businessman whose ego led to wasted talent and a tragic downfall. The author argues that ego can hinder one's ability to bear good fortune, and emphasizes the need for sobriety and open-mindedness in order to sustain success. He also highlights the importance of learning from others and adapting to new ideas and practices, using the example of Genghis Khan as a perpetual student who incorporated the best of each culture his empire encountered. Under Genghis Khan's leadership, the Mongols were not only ruthless conquerors, but also avid learners and absorbers of different cultures and technologies. Khan himself was not born a genius, but his success as a conqueror came from his open-mindedness and willingness to learn. Through battles and interactions with different cultures, the Mongols adopted new military strategies, siege techniques, and administrative practices. They were also open to learning from craftsmen, merchants, scholars, and thinkers they encountered. The Mongol Empire was known for its religious freedoms and its ability to bring different cultures together, resulting in the spread of knowledge, ideas, and technologies. The key to the Mongols' success was their humility and constant pursuit of learning, which enabled them to adapt and overcome new challenges. Holiday's book emphasizes the importance of remaining a student throughout life and avoiding complacency. It cautions against constructing narratives that glorify past achievements and emphasizes the significance of focusing on continual growth and improvement. Dangers of ego and delusion that often arise when individuals achieve success and power. The author emphasizes the need to start with small, humble beginnings and to remain focused on the work and principles behind it, rather than getting carried away by a grand vision. The story of Ulysses S. Grant and William Tecumseh Sherman illustrates the different paths that can be taken after achieving success. Grant, driven by his ego, pursued the presidency and ultimately faced corrupt and ineffective leadership. Sherman, on the other hand, retired to a more content and peaceful life. The author warns that ego leads to envy, undermines greatness, and prevents individuals from staying true to their purpose. He urges individuals to identify what's truly important to them and to avoid chasing what others have. The three dangerous delusions that often arise with success are entitlement, control, and paranoia. And Holiday encourages individuals to remain humble, maintain perspective, and avoid succumbing to these delusions. Power and success can lead to an addiction to control, paranoia, and a sense of entitlement. The examples of historical figures like Richard Nixon and Napoleon illustrate the destructive consequences of succumbing to these negative traits. The author also emphasizes the need for leaders to manage themselves and others effectively, citing the contrasting management styles of Dwight D. Eisenhower and John DeLorean. Eisenhower's organized approach to leadership allowed him to delegate and trust his team, While DeLorean's ego-driven style led to mismanagement and failure, responsibility requires humility, clarity, and purpose in order to achieve meaningful results. Ego can negatively impact individuals and teams. This pattern, referred to as the disease of me, typically follows an initial period of success. Ego leads to individual players prioritizing their own importance, causing friction within the team. Examples are given, such as Shaq and Kobe's inability to play together and Jordan's aggressive behavior towards his teammates. Holiday also highlights the exceptional case of General Marshall, who never succumbed to this disease and was known for his humility and selflessness. The importance of maintaining a balanced perspective, focusing on the task at hand rather than personal recognition, is emphasized. Ultimately, success should not lead to greed or self-serving behavior, but rather a commitment to a larger mission or cause. Holiday discusses the concept of sobriety in leadership, using Angela Merkel as an example of a leader who embodies sobriety in a world filled with ego-driven leaders. Merkel's modesty, quietness, and patience have made her a widely respected and successful leader. The author emphasizes the importance of maintaining sobriety and avoiding ego in order to effectively manage success. It also warns against the dangers of ego, which can cloud judgment and lead to destructive behavior. Sobriety is a counterbalance to success and plays a crucial role in making the right decisions and maintaining clear-headedness. The author highlights the need to be prepared for adversity and failure, as they are inevitable parts of life. Katharine Graham, the successor of the Washington Post Company, faced numerous challenges throughout her career. After her husband's suicide, she found herself in an unfamiliar position, leading a major corporation with no prior work experience. Graham had to navigate a conservative board and make tough decisions, such as publishing leaked government documents despite legal constraints, which caused conflicts with the White House. Additionally, the paper faced financial struggles, a printers' union strike, and the threat of a hostile takeover. However, Graham persevered and made unconventional choices that ultimately led to the success of the company. Her story highlights the importance of resilience, confidence, and a sense of purpose in overcoming adversity. The book explores the concept of alive time versus dead time and highlights how individuals can make the most of challenging situations. The author discusses the example of Malcolm X, who turned his prison sentence into a transformative period of learning and personal growth. Other historical figures are also mentioned, such as Francis Scott Key and Viktor Frankl, who used their difficult circumstances to create something meaningful. Holiday emphasizes the importance of using dead time as an opportunity to address unresolved issues and make progress. He also introduces the story of Belisarius, a military general, who remained dedicated to doing what was right, even in the face of adversity and lack of recognition. The author encourages readers to focus on their own efforts and standards, rather than seeking external validation. He emphasizes that success should not be tied to external validation or recognition, but rather to the effort put into doing one's best and becoming the best version of oneself. He cites examples of successful individuals who experienced setbacks and hitting rock bottom, highlighting the transformative power of these moments. He emphasizes the need to face criticism and make changes in order to grow and improve. Holiday encourages readers to draw the line between their work and their identity, and to take responsibility for their mistakes in order to move forward. He then presents examples of individuals who let their ego lead them to failure, such as Dov Charney, the founder of American Apparel, and Alcibiades, a statesman and general, and emphasizes the need to separate personal identity from success or failure and to focus on personal growth rather than external validation. He also mentions the New England Patriots' approach to evaluating their own performance and the importance of holding oneself to higher standards. Holiday uses examples from history, such as Barbra Streisand's attempt to remove a photo of her home from the internet and William Randolph Hearst's efforts to block the release of the movie Citizen Kane, to illustrate how ego-driven actions often have unintended consequences. The writer argues that instead of being consumed by hate and anger in response to setbacks or criticism, individuals should respond with love and understanding. He emphasizes the importance of letting go of resentment and forgiving others, as well as the destructive nature of holding on to grudges. Ultimately, Holiday encourages readers to embrace self-awareness and strive for success without ego. Thank you so much for watching this video. Your support means the world to us. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'll see you in the next video.